It took me all of 16 years to muster the courage. I'd never been one to turn my back on responsibility, but sometimes in life it takes you a while to realise what is or what should be yours. The time was right for me, although I was under no delusion that for her, the timing would more than likely be way off. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. Why should it have been? I would have needed the answers a long time ago too. I'd thought about her every day for 16 years, and that wasn't just to make myself feel better or to rid a guilty conscience. If anything, it actually compounded my guilt, but I wouldn't be human if I blocked it from my mind. I always imagined what she would look like. To be there in the flesh with her was the most surreal but yet the most amazing moment of my life. I was given this one and only chance to see if I could make a difference, to see if it wasn't all too late. If anything, I knew there would be curiosity at the very least. I could work with that for the time being. You liar. What a load of shit you're dribbling. You couldn't give a shit about her. It's always been you. You in the foreground and everyone else don't exist. That's not true. I don't need you anymore. Problem with us Brits, see, is we don't get to see much of the UV rays. So when it comes out, we tend to go a little bit mad and end up getting burnt like witches.
You'll need a factor much higher than that by the look of your skin. Quite fair. Weird.
The biggest regret in my life is that I wasn't strong enough to face the music. To have turned my back because I was too scared, too afraid to have been honest. The truth is, I probably would have hurt a lot of people with my honesty. But scars heal and we could have all moved on.
Can you just let me out? I need to get out.
Give me a chance, let me stop first.
What's wrong? Carly?
You were scared of everything. That's you all over. Spineless Jack. That's what she thinks you are, spineless. It's a delicate situation. You couldn't face the music, so screw everyone else. Now you want to know because here is a ready-made family. Oh, and let's not forget the other reason you want to see her after all these years. The biggest regret in my life is that I wasn't strong enough to face the music. I knew she was being looked after well. Her mother met a lawyer and she was self-sufficient with her business. I would never have to worry about her well-being. She was better off without back then. And now we both deserve another chance and turn her life upside down. Still, you got a nice trip to Australia out of it, didn't you? I was so proud of her. It was obvious she was going to be unsure at the start, but then slowly she allowed me to communicate with her more. But you couldn't explain properly, could you? You couldn't just come right out and say it, could you? I think she already knew. She's a very astute and sensitive woman. It seemed like she already knew. She just wanted her gutless father to tell her, that's all. She knew my reasons. Something inside me couldn't tell her straight away. I started to feel the same feelings as before when I found out her mother was pregnant. I physically couldn't do it. I looked her in the eyes and I even felt she would be fine with it, but I just didn't have the balls. Oh, bless. Oh, this is getting so predictable now. Whether I did it in the beginning or last thing is irrelevant anyway. What matters is that I did do it. I did say it. She may now think you're ashamed because it took you all these years and you still couldn't do it until you waved goodbye. Not a very good example for your kids, is it? She knew my reasons.
She thought that her stepfather introduced her, but felt he was unnecessary.
She eventually opened up to me and started speaking more on our 16th day together. She told me that her stepfather had been pretty good to her, but felt he was unnecessarily strict at times. And this was when she thought about me the most, wanting to believe that there was someone else out there who might understand her, someone who would at least listen and not judge her. She said she felt different, quite often in a world of her own, feeling lonely and in a dark place at times. Oh, now I see where this is going. You can't just get to the point, can you? You're so lame. Spineless.
So are you looking forward to uni then?
Not really. So where's Peter from?
South Africa?
Ah, he must be a good friend to travel all the way from London to come and support you.
Yeah, he is. But he's always wanted to see Australia too.
Is that it?
Sorry?
Mum was right, you're not very forthcoming, are you?
I want to be. That was the whole point of this trip. First and foremost to see you, but to also get the chance to speak with you.
Well, speak!
I have been. But you've got to cut me some slack too. So far all you've been is responsive, and not even that most of the time.
Why should I speak? I'm not the one that has to do the explaining here. I've given you enough chances over the past 2 weeks.
I'll be back in a minute. In the meantime, I don't think you should have any more of this.
Giving me rules now, are you?
She was glad that I'd made the effort and tried one last time to meet her. The last time you tried was a very half-hearted attempt. You chickened out pretty much straight away. It was from this point, outside on her parents' veranda, that I felt we'd made a connection. A bond that I always knew may be there. Just all the way on the other side of the world, and you'd never even met her. I'm trying more and more every day to be more positive. And do you know what? I'm not letting you win. You've systematically brought me down time and time again. Well, it's not going to happen anymore. Oh, Jack.
I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you anymore.
The bond between a father and his daughter is a special one. So cliched. I have never felt anything like it. I miss her so much each day she's not with me. She said she was going to try and visit. Maybe I'll visit her again before that happens. Maybe her parents couldn't afford it this year. Oh, please get real, they're filthy rich. The truth is they don't want you near her, with your fucked up and warped emotions and thoughts. She felt we had a lot in common. We had similar ideas about the world, about people, about life. More similar than you'd care to admit, huh? I want to protect her. So how did you tell her then, Jack? She guessed. You couldn't tell her. Oh my God, after all the rehearsals and secret meetings and conversations in your head, the beautiful daughter had to guess.
Honestly, when you get to know me, we can make up for those 16 years. I'm a really, really loving person. I can be a really, really loving dad to you as well. I get cheesy, corny. Look, let's just start from the beginning, okay? Forget the past. No, you can't. You know, back in London.
I knew you two were together.
Look, Kylie, we were waiting for the right time to tell.
16 years. 16 years and no contact. Do you know how painful that is for a child?
Look, Kylie, don't you think it was painful for me too? I wanted to tell you, but she just wouldn't.
It would have been okay. I don't care what you are. What bothers me is that you all kept it from me. I just wanted to hear it from you. But you've said nothing since you've arrived.
How did she handle it? Did she do you proud? Not very well, but it wasn't because of who I am, more because you never had the guts to tell her. Even after 3 weeks of bonding with her, you're such a sad loser. But she was mature enough to get over it so quickly. This scenario plays over and over and over in your head all the time, doesn't it? You don't get a moment's peace. It will haunt you forever, huh? So articulate and passionate, your daughter. Would you have taught her a great deal, do you think? What the hell do you know about passion? You've always been the negative parasite clinging onto my back, verbalising your hateful shit. Don't you ever get tired? You say the sweetest things. Pretend all you like, Jack, it's never gonna stop. If I take the pills, it will. Her eyes are just like mine. The rest she definitely got from her mother. She's a beautiful woman. Bit radical with her views on life though, isn't she? Been a bit brainwashed by her stepfather, wouldn't you say, your daughter? Tradition set fast and solid. Takes a brave person to break that mould. She got screwed up views from her stepfather and a lifelong illness from you. my daughter. She even thinks like me. Where is she now, Jack? She told me she's moved into student accommodation in Brisbane. She's having her good days and bad days.
And I'm not scared.
She can't get away from it, can she? Wants to see me again. She feels alone. Her friends don't speak with her much anymore. I know what it's like to be alienated. I need to help. I've got to see her. You're too ill. She'll hate you for it. Carly will see you at your worst. Do you really think she wants to foresee into the future and witness her destiny? She can't get away from her fate. She can be told. I can explain it all. That's what she thinks. She's not spineless.
Well, come on in, why don't you?
It's a lovely day. Why don't you go for a swim? Do you mind if I stay?
May as well.
Nice pool.
She can lead a normal life. It's different now. If the side effects of the meds don't drive her mad, and if they don't, the voices certainly will. I've taken mine now. Soon you'll piss off. Soon you'll be no one again, you negative piece of shit. Better get my last words in then, huh? I know we'll see each other again. And I will be better equipped to help her this time. I won't turn my back on her again. I want you to always be honest with yourself, okay? It was different back in my day. I could have been stronger.
Yeah, I know. I'll see you in London.
Yeah? Thank you. And I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I know she forgives me. She told me. Carly can stay here in London with me. Her mother may be ashamed of her now, but I will understand her more than anyone could possibly. And we'll take care of her. Give her all the comfort she needs whilst enduring this mental torture. Find her the right doctors and the right kind of help. Help I never had. I will have my family back. This time I am ready.
In my heart, there lives a song in my heart.
You're schizophrenic.
Not real. I'm not scared.
Not